Okay, what's going on, guys? We are live.
Coming to you again tonight.
Yeah.
Hello.
So tonight we are reviving, which has been long past, Cauldron of Conspiracies.
Yay!
So,
I don't hear
so
applause.
what's up?
I don't hear applause.
No,
We need the applause button
thank
to
you. Yes,
push.
we do. We need the flashing lights. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to get a soundboard. That's what I need to do.
I need to figure my hair out.
Why am I trying to airdrop? See, I couldn't figure my hair out. And then there's a hat.
Well, the hat looks good. Who are you trying to airdrop? Or are you not trying to airdrop? Is that the situation?
That part.
That part.
Sure.
In this situation, I only have one more episode before the reunion of the show.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jersey Shore. Oh, she got it and she don't even watch it.
Girl,
Right.
I was so lost. Wait, what? Say that all again.
I only have one episode left before I'm caught up with the Jersey Shore.
Okay, girl. So we can talk about everything, and we will. First of all, Mike
I
is
shared
still-
the link on my Facebook.
Okay, sweet. So we got. What's up, Bougie, Lady Witch, God's Magic? Hello, hello.
Howdy doodly.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Off the bat, I wanted to tell you guys my evidence. Okay.
Mhm.
So we all know our Mandela effects, right? And they mess me up so much. Okay. Now there's that Mandela effect that we've been talking about where okay, so I don't know what everyone in the comments remembers. Now there's two situations. Three of us remember it one way, one of us remembers it another way.
The youngin'
Okay.
remembers it a different way.
Huh?
The youngin'.
The
Mm-hmm.
He's the youngin.
Yeah, he's technically the young
I'm
one.
actually the baby. Yeah.
No
But-
way.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He's 45.
Your soul is right up there.
Well, I thank you.
Yeah,
Hopefully my
that
looks
in
are.
years.
Hey, Noah.
Noah.
Noah's in the house.
Oh, what up, Noah? So
Oh.
there is the Mandela effect of Cinderella's
shit.
glass slipper. Now there's two ways it goes. The normal way is, in the old cartoon, the original, I think, there is the little three mouse, right? That bring the glass slipper on a pillow and brings it to the guy putting trying to fit the slipper on Cinderella.
Footman.
That's-
Yeah.
That's one way. Normal, just we got the slipper on, it was a fit, everybody loves it, boom, right. The other way goes, as the mouse were bringing the slipper on the pillow, what's her name? Lady who?
Oh my! It's not Morgana, is it?
No,
Tremaine.
okay, so
Lady
Huh?
Tremaine.
her. So she puts her cane out, trips the mice, the glass breaks, and it's a whole thing. And Cinderella's like, "Don't worry, I got the other slipper right here in my dress." Nah, I don't believe that. That is not what I remember. In fact, I actually have evidence it didn't go down this way. Now, I don't think that's what happened. I just remember the mice coming with the slipper fits, it's happily ever after. I remember that. T, you remember that, right?
Well, here's the thing. That's how I remember it. But I don't do Disney,
Mm-hmm.
but I know the iconic moments,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I remember it. Yeah.
And with that being said, that would have been that would have been spoken about, I feel. That would have been part of the iconic moment when the glass slipper broke. Ain't nobody talking about that.
No.
April, you remember that, right? How the
Mhm.
slipper came, the slippers worked, all that.
Yeah, there was one in one place and then one on the stairs, and that was retrieved later.
Right. And Rowan remembers it as the glass breaking. Now,
Oh, fair. Apparently, the bougie mystic said there ain't no Mandela effect with Cinderella. We just remember it wrong.
Okay, well, but
Now there's a couple of people.
see, but I have evidence, right? Right. Now, my evidence comes from our favorite show, Charmed. Okay. Now, season 5, episode 3, Happily Ever After. It is
I know the receipts. Let's
right,
go.
because I got them. It is an episode all about fairy tales from from the past having their having their sacred objects in the present and them coming to life basically and going after the charmed ones. Now, while watching this, all these sacred items in like this little area from the fairy tales, you know what there was? 2 glass slippers. Not one. If it broke, there would have only been 1 left in the present. But it did not break, and there is 2. So therefore, there was no breakage of the glass slipper. We all remember this correctly. The people who do not remember this correctly got their brains.
But how are you wait, look, hold on. How are you comparing Charmed with the Disney movie?
Because that's what their information's based off of.
Yeah, that whole episode was based on Disney fairy tales. Like Disney, really the Grimm brothers.
I'm going off of the movie, the animated movie.
They're all coming from the same place. All the information is based on the original Disney movie or Grimm, whatever it was. And they based it in what year was that? It had to be in the 90s with that episode in season 3. Or was it 2000s?
So it's 98, 99, 2001, 2002. So probably really 2001.
Yeah. So unless there was a remaking of Cinderella that edited and changed it, that's the only information that y'all could remember.
The only thing I remember is the Disney animated movie. That's where I was basing everything off, because in the movie it broke.
See, no.
And in the movie it didn't break though.
No, my knowing it didn't break comes from the movie.
Yeah.
The evidence comes from Charmed. You can't use the movie as evidence because they can tell me all day the Monopoly man didn't have the little glass thing in his eye, but yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And yes, you can look him up now, and he don't have it. That does not convince me.
No, that's just like the whole Fruit of the Loom thing.
Seriously.
The cornucopia is there, it's not there. And
okay,
everybody
wait,
swears
I have something on that. I heard something about that with Fruit of the Loom.
Oh
my god, I hope they don't try to get us for talking all this.
I don't care. Come on, whatever.
Oh look, Lady Witch said it also didn't break in Once Upon a Time either.
I forgot about Once Upon a Time. That's right.
More evidence. Thank you, Lady Witch.
I'm telling y'all, these timelines are tripping.
No, so the Fruit of the Loom, what happened was they went bankrupt. And they had to start their business from the bottom up. So they got the new logo, and they basically weren't trying to affiliate themselves with the failed business. So they're like, no, we didn't. That was never our logo. This is our logo because this new business, technically, that is their logo.
Talk about splitting hairs. If that's true, that's petty shit. Because you could just come out and admit it. Yeah, that was the old logo. This is the new logo. And this whole rigmarole wouldn't even be going on.
Yeah, because there's people my age who are saying they never remember having it with the cornucopia.
Yeah, it
that
was
is
always
ridiculous.
There. It is very ridiculous because I'm like,
that is ridiculous.
Not true.
Damn. That was my brand when I was a kid. Trust me, I have all my tags had Fruit of the Loom. I saw that cornucopia.
I've always bought Fruit of the Loom for Alan.
Huh?
If Fruit of the Loom is just a staple underwear. I mean, it just is.
Yeah. So,
all right, what's the next one?
Noah remembers it wrong too.
Oh, see?
No.
I'm telling you, y'all got zapped somewhere when y'all were driving one day and you saw a flashing light and then you don't remember nothing.
Noah remembers it like Rowan.
No.
And the bougie remember the same.
The Cinderella was based off of Grimm's fairy tales, and each one is going to have their own interpretation. I just remember in the movie it broke. But that doesn't mean that in other forms of the Cinderella story that they can't change it to how they want it.
True. And that's why I think maybe there was a rewriting. And some people have seen the old and the original, and some people have seen the newer non-original version.
So are we debunking Mandelas today? Is that what's happening? Where have the debunking of the cornucopia, and then Rowan has the debunking of the Cinderella. Like there's reasons to it.
No, there's alleged reasons. Alleged.
Yeah.
Alleged.
Yeah.
I'm not going on the whole debunking train, because if it was that simple, we would have figured it out by now.
Right.
Unless we're out here saving lives.
If the genie movie that Sinbad was in, but then
that's another one, because there's evidence of the movie.
Yeah, but it makes you wonder if maybe Shaq sued Sinbad for having a movie such close quarters.
But then why not admit it? If that was the case, why keep that?
No,
a secret?
I agree. I
That's
agree.
crazy.
Because I watched that movie with Sinbad, so I know it existed. Just like Ed McMahon, I got my proof. I still have it on my phone.
Ed McMahon was also in Charmed? No, another show we watched.
The boss.
Yes. Who's the boss? That's right. And
delivering a big old fat check.
yeah, tell me he wasn't involved.
Uh-oh.
That was my favorite hobby at my grandmama's. Love messing with those little stamp sticker things.
Was Sinbad an animated movie or was it something different?
No, they were both regular, non-animated live action.
Live
is
action.
what it's called.
Oh, because I remember from there was a movie that had a character named Sinbad in it, but it was like an animated version.
No, he was just his name, stage name, unless that was his real name. I really don't know.
Are we gonna stick on Mandelas? Because I have a lot of Mandelas that I can go on for days.
I mean, we can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be Mandela's. Is any conspiracy?
See, is it all like okay to talk about? Like, or are we afraid the government gonna come get us?
Well, I mean, they're already watching us anyway.
Yeah, they're so worried about TikTok being a spy when all these phones are made in China. If they were going to spy, it's right here in front of them.
Do you think that is a conspiracy right there? Do you think they were trying to shut it down because TikTok was giving us all the fucking information, basically?
Probably. Yeah.
I do.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
For the free, I love that we have these bills called Freedom of Information Act until it's something that affects. It gives the power to the people.
And that's so weird. Because
it is weird. It's almost like suppression.
Our country doesn't operate like that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Is that what's going to keep us out of trouble? Is this allegedly everything that we say?
I mean, it works for the government. It should work for us, right?
Like, for instance, there is no sign. Oh, this hair is making me crazy. I should have brushed it. There's no sign out this way, not even going toward Oklahoma because I'm close to Oklahoma. In this way, and I've looked. Now, there could be, without it being registered nowhere, of an Army base at all. And how many times, April, have I sent you videos and pictures of tons of Army equipment coming down my freeway? I mean, miles and miles of trucks and equipment.
And then all the stuff in the sky back there.
Yes, and all this stuff in the sky that's up this way. So there's definitely something going on out here.
It's called a black site.
I was going to say aliens.
Well, we've had proof of aliens out here that disappeared from my phone, my son's phone, and the friend he sent it to.
I remember that.
Did you guys hear that they discovered USOs?
USOs, like from World War II? What are you talking about?
No, okay, so UFOs, but instead of unidentified flying object, it's unidentified submerged object.
Oh, yeah, that's been around for every captain of a ship will come back and tell you that they've seen shit coming out of the ocean.
Yo,
but now they've gone public with it, but people are more worried about Diddy than what's coming out of the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Think about it.
Maybe what's coming out of the baby oil bottles is what they need to be worried about.
Because if you think about it,
you know about the aliens in the ocean, but boy, Diddy was everywhere.
Right. You guys heard about that one psychic that channeled Kim, right?
Kim K?
His dead wife or dead something.
No.
Apparently, before everything came out on the whole Diddy situation, she's the psychic, I think, on TikTok, and she channeled Kim and said that she was murdered. She did not die of ammonia because everybody's apparently dying of ammonia. Quote, allegedly. And that she said in like a couple of months, and I think she even gave a day, all the information is going to be released on Diddy.
Wow.
And ever since it all came out, everyone's been blowing her up because they're like, you knew.
Does she know who's next?
Right.
I don't know.
Which other one they're going to grab?
Yeah, I want to know who's the TikTok girl, because I heard that from listening to the Meatballs. Girl. Because
sorry, I was getting the chat up because I can't chat here.
No, you good. Yeah, you know the Meatballs. That's the T, because y'all don't know the Meatballs down there, since they come from Jersey Shore.
Okay, all I know about this Jersey Shore meatball situation is somebody allegedly put one in their pants, in their pocket.
That was the non-meatball.
Angela?
Yeah.
Or the non-meatballs.
So the two meatballs and the situation are definitely big on conspiracies.
Oh, you're talking about their podcast?
Well, no. Well, I'm talking. I was talking about the Meatballs' podcast, Snooki and Nina. Yes, but they don't like. Not everybody has a podcast. I will say this though, Mike is a flat earther.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a flat earther.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not a flat earther. I feel like if we were on a flat Earth, I feel like it would be like a 2-dimensional realm when it's not. It's a 3-dimensional realm we live in.
Yeah, I'm not on that bandwagon. I'm not that far.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. How would you explain even the moon phases? Like, if we were flat, the moon wouldn't be dark at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just have a straight line down the middle of it.
And there was an episode, guys, that they went to this meeting, this flat Earth meeting, basically, and they were the only ones to show up. And it was this older woman, giving this meeting, and she, and I don't really mean to offend anyone, but she didn't sound very knowledgeable, because she was trying to say on a ball, there's no flat space on a ball, right? And the land is flat, right? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, girl, think about how large the planet is, and then how small we are. You zoom in that close, you will find flat. That's common sense. The Earth is.
Yeah, she was kind of. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, she was funny.
She was funny. I will say that. I've met a lot of people like her. My old best friend, her mother, exactly like her.
I wonder how many flat earther people there are.
Enough for it to have a name called Flat Earther people.
Yeah.
There's probably more than there should be.
Don't you work with somebody who's a Flat Earther?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Yeah, he got let go.
Yeah. Alan used to work with a Flat Earther.
Okay.
And it was a trip, apparently, because Alan would come home mad every day.
I didn't even see Alan back there. What up, Alan?
What's up?
He's back there chilling.
It's firing the whole time.
Yes, it is. Matter of fact, yep, that's what he's doing right now.
Hey, finally we're on time at the same time. He literally sounds like my father. That's so funny.
I know. Sounds like he's losing a lung.
How about a conspiracy that every kind of well-known archaeological belief, like the Ark of the Covenant, the scrolls that were left from the lighthouse of the Alexandria, and all that kind of stuff left over from temples back in the day that we kind of look for, that they're in the Vatican.
They are.
Oh, that's right. We wrote that down. We were supposed to. I don't even know what the book is.
Think about it. Like and I don't have any documentation. I'm just going on media at this point. But I feel like there's a little truth to every story. Every situation you see them reference the Crusades, they're stealing things and collecting artifacts to be preserved. And that was the way it's portrayed is like it was their job to spread and protect the religion or whatever, but also to collect these artifacts. So 100%, I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I think it's just fact they don't want to admit.
No,
because there's catacombs and tunnels under there. Do you know that's the smallest country in the world is Vatican? The Vatican City?
Yeah. There. Yeah.
That's a country?
It's a country.
Yeah. They consider it.
I'm not good at geography, Alan. Leave me alone.
There's one item that I was recently learning about that they think is in the Vatican, and it's the original menorah, the candelabra from the first tabernacle.
Oh.
And apparently it was moved many times, especially when the Romans came in. And in all of these, because one town would have it, and then disasters would happen, so they returned it. They actually returned the menorah back where it was supposed to be. And then after all these wars, it went missing. And a lot of people believe that original tabernacle menorah is in the Vatican.
I don't doubt it.
Well, I mean, it would make sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody here watch Evil?
Yes.
I just started watching it. I'm really enjoying it.
I'm finished it.
Okay, wait. Okay, I didn't even finish it. So rude.
Right?
Where are you in the show?
It's okay if you give me spoilers. I'm still on season. Oh, I just started season 2.
There is an episode. Do you remember, Chris, where they go to the Vatican?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's kind of like Rowan. You know the show?
What show?
Evil.
No.
Okay, well, there's an episode where they basically, I think it's that they have a piece of the cross.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
It's a piece of.
They think it's a piece of the cross.
They think it's
actually not.
Okay, don't tell everybody. But they did have this something else, didn't they? This thing.
Something was cursed.
What?
I remember that because something about the plane.
Mm-hmm.
I remember something was bad.
Yeah. They had something. It just wasn't what they thought it was.
So you know how they say that how they have all these things, all these relics, basically. Do you think they have like negative stuff, like the 30 coins of Judas,
Oh yeah,
I
I
think-
believe so.
like the
I would-
thorns of Jesus?
Oh, wow.
I would think they had. I would think so, but I don't know.
Because
There's
that
actually-
show.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's that show 30 Coins, and that is what that's based on, and
Mhm.
how like the Vatican has all like the good stuff. They're also looking for all the dark stuff, and it's an amazing show. Only issue is for some people it's in Spanish, so you're gonna have to read subtitles. But honestly, at some point you don't even realize you're reading subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people watch anime nowadays, so it's easy to read subtitles if you want to.
What were we gonna say though, Ro?
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
30 coins is you got excited.
The pieces of silver that were paid to Judas to be a traitor to Christ, and then the crown of thorns. There's actually a cathedral somewhere that they have a crown of thorns on display, and they say it's the original crown of thorns, but who's to say?
Right. That's like they have the real Mask of Anubis saying it's the original. No, it's not. The original cries Tears of Gold. I know this. It gives you immortality. I know this. We're going to search for it.
He's okay with searching for something in Egypt instead of just going like a couple states down and finding a vampire. Makes no sense.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
We're
Why?
looking for immortality.
Vampire.
Because immortality.
No. Why is he against it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Because can I be a witch and be a vampire at the same time?
Yes, we've answered this many times.
I have a couple of my cozy mystery books where they're like that in this little town that they're a Halloween town. Yeah.
I mean, if you go off of the heretics from the Vampire Diaries,
Yeah, but their magic was like limited. I didn't like their magic.
well, when they become a vampire, their magic isn't limited anymore
Oh, I didn't remember
because
that.
they literally siphon.
I'm sorry. A perk. A perk. Thank you.
Yeah, because heretics, they have to
Stubborn.
draw magic from other people, and because vampirism is magic, they can draw it from themselves, so they don't have to siphon anymore, but they can still siphon to hurt people if they wanted to.
Okay, so you guys, so
Like a party.
who's gonna go find the vampire with April? Because I gotta go find the Tears of Gold. She's gonna search for a vampire. I'll search for the Tears of Gold. Whoever gets it first, we'll let each other know.
I'm gonna run
they
into
attractive?
a vampire before you find that stupid Tears of Gold thing.
That mask.
What's the Tears of Gold?
Anubis's
What?
mask.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Tears of Gold coming out of Anubis's mask. That's what it gives you. It's an ingredient to an elixir.
Okay, that's even one piece of the ingredient. You're on a whole quest that's gonna take. You're gonna die. You're gonna die before you figure it out. We can go literally find one being to fix the fucking problem.
Okay, I agree with you, but I can't promise I'm not gonna stop bringing up the Tears of Gold because
You'd have
look,
better luck
just-
asking Anubis himself.
Right, and you'd have more. It'd be easier to find him if you were a vampire.
well, if I'm a vampire, I don't need it.
If you're a vampire and you still wanted to find it because you want a backup plan, then at least you'd live long enough to take care of it and get it done.
Or get the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh my
Nicholas
God.
Flamel. Come on.
Okay, conspiracies. Let's
Okay,
go.
you know what? That's a conspiracy right there. So, have you guys ever heard of Nicholas Flamel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alchemy 101. No. Explain it.
Nicholas Flamel is the guy who supposedly managed to actually turn base metals into gold. Now, since he died, that recipe has been long past, and that's, alchemy. They've always been trying to do that,
Yes.
Now, I personally believe, conspiracy, he managed to do it. And I'll tell you why. Because that man, Nicholas Flamel, was the poorest man in the village until he made that claim and somehow became the richest man in the village.
Okay, allegedly, because we have no proof.
That's the proof right there. How did he do that? How
That's
did he
just
do
a
that?
story. That's just a story. Just cause he might have run up on the one
Nope.
church
He
mouse
was a real
that
man.
was like, I'm a poor wretch, and you got $5 more than me, which means you're the richest person I know.
Okay. All right.
Where's your rebuttal for that one?
He ain't got one. We've had this conversation.
No.
He tells me I'm a negative Nancy and tells me shut up.
She's a realist.
That she is. Debunking my. I want to turn base metals into gold. Damn it!
You can. It's called alchemy. What do you think? Science meets chemistry meets magic. It's possible. You just have to have a lab to do it in.
Right.
What do you think some of our fake gold comes from? Now, is it real gold? No.
No.
But what was it used to be used with? Lead. Same thing as in the Philosopher's Stone and alchemy and all that, turning base metals into gold. It's just science. I don't even know why people still have this debate.
Wait, Tequila, you ever seen As Above, So Below?
Seen what, a movie?
Yeah,
I
you
love how he
never heard that? It's a horror movie.
Let me look it up and see the picture.
They're in France, like going through French the underneath
The
catacombs.
catacombs.
Yeah,
It sounds like something that I would definitely have to watch.
yeah, because that is also that's what that movie is about. Also, is
2014? Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah. So that's what that movie is about. Is getting that stone, but they kept going down and down, and that was fucking. I didn't really like the movie
It
personally.
was like 10 years ago. I feel like I did like it.
Yeah.
But you know, I even watch B movies and enjoy them. So
yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, that's what. Yeah, I don't. That's when me and Crest saw that one B movie. Didn't like it.
I love B movies. I love black and white movies.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched Attack of the Body Snatchers 1957, I think it was, again.
See, I don't feel like those are B movies. Those are just classics.
They're considered B movies. Like the original Blob was from the 50s too, and it looked like a piece of chewing gum in front of the camera. But they're so good. Like I'll watch them all day. Mm-hmm.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the new Beetlejuice movie?
I heard it was a musical, so I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I fell asleep. It wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I'm not big on musicals.
Neither am I, but apparently I am because there's a lot of musicals I like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you better take that back right now.
Well,
It tells me I like musicals.
That I
really don't like musicals.
Again. Grease, the original Grease, and Crybaby. Those are two musicals that I will watch because Johnny Depp is fine as hell, and I don't even really hear what they're saying anyway.
I can't.
And Grease is just classic. Like that's just so good.
No, yeah, that's a classic. You can't not watch
the music and everything. Yeah,
I cannot not watch it.
Do you remember the original Godzillas? And they had that one monster called Mothra.
Yeah.
And in the movie, it's just a little toy on a string.
Yeah.
That kills me every time.
it's a classic.
But
it's like the original Hercules and all those movies are so good, but they look so corny now.
Mm-hmm. And going on to another conspiracy, kinda. Do you remember that movie Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
The
like
original?
they go, yeah. Oh well, I don't know if it was the original or not. But they go to the center of the Earth, and they find all the freaking dinosaurs and civilizations under there.
Mm-hmm.
I think the original is in the 60s.
Do you think that would be something possible? That there's all those ancient civilizations that vanished out of nowhere?
Alan has a theory.
Uh-huh.
Not in the core of the Earth, but he feels like the aliens that are coming out of the ocean, allegedly, are the original part of the original civilization of Atlantis.
I've heard this going around a little bit.
And you know we have volcano sharks now, so your theory on dinosaurs being in the middle of the earth, I mean, that could be possible.
Yeah.
It's so strange, though. Like, why now? You know what I mean? And I think it's because the poles are shifting, so it's throwing things out of whack.
Well, I feel like they admitted all of this, like with the aliens and stuff, like right after COVID.
Yeah, but nobody was listening because we were, oh my God, COVID.
We were desensitized as a, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. If we thought we were desensitized then, look at the last couple of years and all the crap we keep getting. We got aliens in the sky. We got aliens in the ocean. There's aliens in the backyard.
There's parallel universes.
Because, like, it's like, this is okay. Like, y'all just figuring this out. Like, that's how I think everybody felt. Because
because we knew, like, this is no, like, okay, glad you're caught up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Do you guys think sirens and mermaids are aliens?
Oh, I don't think mermaids are.
What do you think the difference is between sirens and mermaids? Because I know my hardcore opinion on sirens and my definition on sirens. Mermaids I get iffy with.
So obviously I don't believe in mermaids that look like, what's that Disney movie?
Ariel.
I don't think they look like that. I think they got a little bit of funkiness to them. And I know that science says that we're developed from other kind of animals, but I feel like it was us before because we were supposedly a water world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're adapting. You still got people with web feet, that are born that way every now and then. And you got
tails. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I think on mermaids. I haven't really given much thought to
if they're aliens. Because we don't know how long these aliens have been here.
Yeah.
And I know for one thing, damn sure, mer people were around way before land people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't, because, and then that also goes into the theory where, like, me and Cress were talking earlier, like, we're not from this world. I don't think humans are from this world. You cannot tell me I'm from this planet when I'm allergic to it twice a year.
Right.
Okay.
We're the only animal that has to wear sunscreen.
Right. No, is that I can't walk. I can't breathe.
Think about it. Animals don't get poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac. Animals don't get sunburn. Animals don't have allergies unless we domesticate them.
Right.
Everything on this planet is designed against us. The sun hurts our eyes. It ages our skin. It does all these harmful things, but we need it to survive, they say, allegedly. Although I've been in my house for 4 days and I haven't seen the sun, and I feel just fine. I feel great, actually. But, like, your siren comment got me to thinking about, like, amphibian people and how, what if that's just a different species that is of a different species? You know what I mean? Like, they knew not to come up, but they're seen occasionally. You see a dolphin every once in a while, but you don't see them all the time. I mean, I just think it's a different species.
So what is the actual definition of an alien? Does anybody know? Like, what is the
an alien? The definition of an alien is a foreign entity, if you will.
But would they be aliens if they were already here?
I think we would probably, as humans, consider them aliens.
Well, no. Okay, now that's
because I'm just wondering, like, if they were here before us.
Right, we're the aliens.
If they are coming out of the sea, they were here before us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Then how could we call them aliens?
Right, because how do we know they're not of this place? Because for all we know, they are.
Y'all are taking
not
out
of this place.
We as humans, Homo sapiens, we try to control, define, and explain everything. And if we can't control, define, and explain it, it's got to be from somewhere else. It's an enemy. It's just human nature at its core, and it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were here first. I think we probably ran them off because we're assholes. We are the truck stop of the universe. Ghetto.
So why do you think we were dropped off here? Did our planet like die or something?
We killed it like we're killing this one.
Oh my God, what is wrong with us?
It's either that or a prison camp.
Just
like we did to Australia. History repeats itself.
Did you guys No.
Yeah.
About like in 97, there was that message from aliens saying that in 2024 the humans are going to destroy their own planet with their own weapons.
And we almost did. And no, I don't recall that.
Oh my god, y'all got to look that up after this. There was like an alien message from the government. What?
As I was still looking up alien, what else do we got to look up? Alien's a noun. It's a creature from outer space, extraterrestrial. And what else do I need to look up?
I think it's 1997. Alien message about 2024. Look that up. See what comes up.
I'm looking it up.
Because I swear to you, there was a message, and
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then what are the odds now and the few years prior? It's all like, okay, aliens are real and they're helping us basically. Like we're working with them, we're in communication with them.
Well, that's the thing they haven't said. They haven't said why. You know what? The other thing that trips me out is why is it a big deal? Why does it matter? Like they're different species, but it goes back to human nature wanting to destroy everything that doesn't fall into a mold. But like, why? Why would that be a bad thing? That if okay, we got aliens, sweet, sign me up for a meet and greet.
Right? Okay. I don't know if y'all old enough, but do you, April, remember that TV show Alienation?
Yes.
Oh no.
What they were living, and I mean,
they were living the dream.
No different than the racism that's around now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
racism.
I'm having connection problems. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I have
You're back now.
Okay, so I have a comment to go back on what April just said about why does it matter. I feel like that the reason they would keep it under wraps so much and not want it to be known is that it would probably debunk every mass religion that has control over people.
Exactly. Which the mass religions control the world.
Oh my
Especially, God. I'm sorry, but it is the Abrahamic religions that have control over most people.
Yep.
Why are you sorry?
You know, and it's all that I don't get, because to me, like, you're not like, world domination is not supposed to be a thing. That's not natural. You know, if we all lived individually, like, and we're rulers of our own lives, as we should be, I feel, we would all work together as a community and have that mass togetherness. I can't motherfucking explain, you know, but, you know, we would work together as one, and that would function, not one thing controlling all things. That is world domination. That is not natural in any world. I feel that shouldn't be a thing. And why humans are so hell-bent on it, I don't know.
I don't think humans really even like other humans. I mean,
no, they don't.
As much as I used to. And other species, other than, you know, the real violent eat your prey type species, they all get along.
Well, yeah, and they stay in line. You know what I mean? The one weak one's the one that gets taken, you know, and that happens in society in general. But like, control. It all boils down to just fucking control, and it sucks because, like, if you think about it, the world is ruled by 13 families. If the Rothschilds are still in play, it might just be like 12. Or 12 or 11. But like that rules. Every decision that's made is on the back of somebody that is in a position of power through wealth and control.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the populace that is around it. It's all about them.
You know how weird it is and like diabolical that a human made contraption like money controls everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does.
You know what's even worse is that women that create all life on the planet didn't have rights until the last century.
What is weird is women who give life on this planet was literally forced to shh. And you know why? Because people want control and the fuck, yeah, just control, mass control, right? And when you do that, it's because you are actually weaker than them, and you're trying to make them think they're weaker than you.
Mm-hmm.
And that drives me insane.
And
ladies,
that's something.
You know how easy it is to take up power back? You just poison the people you're feeding. That's it. That's all you gotta do. They trust you enough to feed them. All you gotta do is a little dip, and
right.
food.
That's one of the reasons.
That might be controversial, and this is your channel, so I'm asking.
What?
Are you sure?
Yeah, what's up?
I will never be called a cis woman.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
yeah,
never
you're
allow it
comfortable.
in my world.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you look, yeah, no.
I don't like
Neither
that either. I don't even
I don't like
understand
that.
what the cis part means.
I don't know what that means either, and I honestly like what does it mean? Let me ask you that.
I don't
What
know.
does that mean?
I'm a huge
Because-
supporter of everybody, but you're not going to take away what I am.
No, that is
Pushed
not.
three
That's
full, they weren't adults when I pushed them out, but they are now. I have pushed 3 of them out my vagina.
Mm-hmm.
I earned what I am, and I'm
So
not.
the
I agree.
the on paper definition of the word cis describes a person whose gender identity corresponds to the one that was assigned at birth.
So it's not even a needed term.
That's not. It's to me that is irrelevant. Not to. I'm sorry to offend. We're going to offend everybody.
And I'm not. I'm a big supporter of the entire community, everybody, but I don't like when it's like trying to take from
Women.
the people who was the number one supporters to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I don't know what brought it into my head. Something April said.
I'm always starting shit.
You're always starting shit, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yep.
I just went on a big old rant about it the other day too. I'm just like, whatever you are, that's what you are, and I respect it.
Right. That's what you are.
If I get it wrong at first, you correct me. That's great. You know what I'm saying? I'm corrected, and then I know what's up.
I will respect you in the same manner. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. There's more things that we'll talk about when we're off camera that I watched the other day that really bugged me.
Okay.
Well, Bougie put up a good explanation. Gender is an identity. Sex is a biological genitalia, and that's true. That's the simplest way to define the issue of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just people doesn't
need a label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's funny because most of us that don't really have a problem are the ones that don't care about the labels until they're thrown at us.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we need a label.
Until it's actually trying to be pushed, because they were actually trying to make it legal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like the whole thing. And
I see a lot of things where exactly they push it in areas that is completely irrelevant. You did not need to bring that up. You just want to bring that up, and
they're bringing negative.
I feel it's this. I mean, I don't know.
They already insist on taking women off of feminine products, and no. I'm
what?
confused by that because why?
First of all, feminine products should be free.
Should be free.
Yeah.
Should be free.
I agree.
We can say, well, like, I will fuck you like that.
That was the other thing that I was talking about is that they never mind.
No, I'm gonna say something. They shouldn't be a luxury tax. Did y'all men out there know that we get charged a luxury extra 6 or 7% to purchase the things we need?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, a lot of men don't because y'all don't have to deal with it. It's not something y'all deal with in daily life.
That is horrible.
It's ridiculous.
That is really, honestly, it's inhumane because what the fuck? You can't. That's wrong.
Oh yeah, because without those, you think it's gross with the products. Wait till you see us without the products. It's disgusting.
They consider that a luxury tax.
It's
because we enjoy it so much.
Oh yeah, it's such a luxury.
That is horrible. And
do they put luxury taxes on Rolexes and shit like that?
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Yeah, not to go on a feminine rant, but I didn't vote for. I'm not a feminist at all. I actually hate feminists.
I agree.
Hate's a strong word, but I dislike feminists very much.
Yeah, I'm not really a movement person myself.
I don't hate the individuals. I don't like the way of it and
the movement.
If I'm okay with I do the inside work, you do the outside. I don't want my husband doing laundry. I don't want him cooking dinner. You
right.
grill, I cook inside. I want to make your plate. Those are things I want to do. Nothing I have to do because I don't have to have a man. I'll take care of myself and I'll be fine. But I have a man, and I'm very old school with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not down with that. Like, I don't want to have to pump gas, and I don't want to have to take out trash. There's too many men in my house for me to do that.
Same. I don't take trash.
That's how it should be. I'm sorry. That's how it should be. and you raise gentlemen. You know what I mean?
You know what? I went as far as to buy my own step stool. That's as far as I'm going.
Yeah, I did too. I think I'm shrinking. I went to the kitchen. But
yeah, because you got 5 or so inches on me.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And then things like that also depend on the personal ideas of each person and the relationship that it is. Like,
yeah,
it's one thing that you make his plate or cook for him because that's what you like to do, that's what you
that's what I
want
like
to
to
do.
do.
It's not, he doesn't force it on you.
Right.
When it's forced on you, then that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different situation. That's more of an abusive situation, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the people who I have talked to before, and in the YouTube community, I might add, who have been like, "Why do you do that? Like what? Like first of all, like I don't need a man. I love my husband.
That's what it is right there. It's because you love the man.
I don't do what I do because I need to. The fact is that he can lose his job and I can take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's not the point for me. Like I'm not a defenseless woman that don't like to change a tire or put gas in the car. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I can't. Trust me, my grandma made me learn how to do all the things. Like I could change my oil.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Because at the end of the day, it's a partnership. Say, for example, if you're sick and you're out of commission for a couple of weeks, he can step up and be like, "All right, the house is getting a little dirty. Let me take care of this."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he does. Like when my back was out,
Mm-hmm.
or when I had COVID, I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
So
and he goes outside and he grills and he cooks. And we all know about your husband's meat.
Oh yeah,
his meat is so good. But I mean, I'm just saying, I had mentioned it. It's been a couple years. I don't know why it came back up right now. I had mentioned how things work in a vlog, and I had so many people in the comments just like, they're taking my feminist card. First of all, I never was a member. There's a lot of comments like that. And I don't take away comments if they're not cussing at me or anything or being rude to other people in the comments. So they're still up.
Yeah, no, I wish that's the one thing, I understand that there were some very valid things that women weren't allowed to do that they fought for. Totally understand that. But if I could have stayed home and raised my kids properly the way I wanted to, the way I think is every mother's right, whether they want to or not is up to them, but it shouldn't be a forced situation.
Yeah.
And the way our economy turned out, it forced women out of the home and into the workforce. And what was the result? We got a bunch of assholes running around now that don't know their head from a hole in the ground and are highly disrespectful. And those are the ones that are going to be running the country one day. That scares the shit out of me.
Scary. Yeah, it's a scary thought.
As it should.
But the way the economy is now, you can't hardly have a single income household.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
That's why we got 5 years.
Maybe more, hopefully.
You said what? Maybe more.
Maybe more. Hopefully.
No, we should have saved that, and y'all should have invited me onto your rant podcast. I mean,
yeah. This is turned into what boils my cauldron by accident.
What boils my cauldron.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because
I got plenty more. Don't get me even started on my staplers. Like I got plenty more to bitch about.
Staplers?
I hate when my stapler runs out of staples. I will chunk my stapler into another room from my office because I hate putting staples in my stapler. You never got a paper and you needed to staple?
Yeah, it happens.
There's no thing on there that says, "Hey, you have 2 staples left. Refill it." No, it's just you have no staples. So you're sitting there, you're clicking, and then it doesn't do it no more.
There's a hole in the side.
You're not. Who's looking through the hole in the side?
I am.
I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah,
right.
There's a little hole in the side so you can see.
Oh.
I can't hardly see as it is. I'm not gonna sit there and look in the stapler. Yeah.
They have stapleless staples.
What?
They have stapleless staplers.
What?
Does it just pinch the paper?
It pinches the paper together a certain way.
Ever. Get out of here with that.
I'm not gonna hold it together good enough.
Not the way I be flipping papers.
That's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, no. No.
See, that's why. That's why Tequila couldn't be a surgeon, because as soon as that stapler when she's working on somebody.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, you're just gonna be open.
Well, you're just
my third stapler since I've been at that office because I have helped him. Like it's a real thing.
You're a hazard at work.
Everybody loves me at work though because I'm so nice, except to the stapler.
I'm like that when pins quit working.
You
I
see?
I will chuck a pin in a heartbeat. I will replace certain. See, here's where I'm picky choosy. I will replace some inks and some pins if they make the cut. But if that cheap little motherfucker runs out of ink, I am chucking that bitch. I'm not fiddling with it. And don't give me a clicky pencil. Oh my god, that ooh,
Not too fast.
they break. I press really hard,
Oh, that's
so
why.
it's like
The mechanical ones?
pink, pink. Oh, ooh.
You gotta be delicate.
Do I look like a delicate individual? You've met me. You've seen me. I'm not delicate. I'm just short.
Okay. I'm
Just
short
delicate.
and I'm delicate with a mechanical. You gotta write. It's like a cursive font. You know, you gotta feel the mechanical. Feel it.
You first of all,
Let you write songs and poetry.
that is for you to do. I am the little engine warrior that could, and I will break it, and I will carve my name into something with an axe before I use another clicky pencil.
Yeah. Okay.
agree with
Maybe
that.
you're gonna be the living Viking at the shop.
Yes. Yeah.
Pins in your shop. No.
Huh?
I'm using.
I'm gonna have to buy my own pens because that can't be on the inventory list.
No,
We're gonna.
clearly not.
I'll be
And the
chucking.
axes are staying away from you in the shop.
Then I'll just use a dagger.
Axes in there with nice designs on them and stuff. I have a cute little axe.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when you need to chop some wood and light a fire when you're out in the woods and burn some shit.
Hello.
I keep one in my car just in case, right beside the baseball bat and the black trash bags.
Yep.
Or you're even gonna have a little bonfire outside. Who loves it? Who doesn't love a good bonfire?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Except smelling like smoke. I don't know. I used to love the smell of smoke, but then at my job, people only smell like smoke, and now I'm sick of it.
Oh.
Well, the
That's
firewood has a different smell than that kind of smoke.
Stabby personalities don't work well with.
No, it does. It does. Firewood.
There are some oak. It has a lovely smell to it.
Yep. I agree with that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I need to go camping. We need to go camping. Oh, I love camping.
I miss camping.
But you know what I do? I don't camp. I glamp.
You do.
I don't camp. I glamp.
And I camp.
I glamp. I can't
See,
camp.
my mom
I will
can't.
never camp. Huh?
My mom and her boyfriend, they can't. Like, I was getting a cabin at one of the state parks, and he was trying to pop a tent in the front. I'm in the cabin. Like, we could come outside. We got the
literally.
fish. We could do the fire outside, cook outside. But then I want to shower inside, and then I want to go inside in the air conditioner, and then I want to sleep in the bed.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not a bear. I don't shit in the woods. Okay.
I love camp. Like, if you tell me we're gonna go camping and I roll up on an RV, I'm gonna get instantly mad. I'm like, no, I didn't sign up. I want to dig a hole. I want to have an outside cooking fire.
Yeah,
my mom and stepdad. I went to their camp to visit them because I'm like, I'm not staying with y'all, but I'm gonna come visit. I had to pee so bad, and they had me pee in a bucket, and then they had a hole dug over 10 feet away into the wood area, and that's where they were burying stuff. And I was like, oh, this is so awkward.
Oh no, I love it.
When I was younger, I did all that. Like, we'd cop a squat in a minute in the yard when I was a little girl, but
yeah.
Well, you get to the age where it's hard to squat.
Facts.
You accidentally fall over uneven grounds.
We dropped and popped it too much in the 80s and 90s.
Yes, we did. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Exactly. My fucking knees can't stand up to it.
But I don't do tents. Last time I did a tent, there was literally the biggest spider known to man, the size of my fucking hand. And I was scared shitless, black as the night, and I never did that again. I was
it was on the outside of the tent though, right?
No, I don't know. Yes, I don't care. I don't care.
Something picks off.
It was Aragog.
No, it exists. No.
It was Aragog.
And exactly. First of all, it was one of his kids, and I'm not gonna lie, it could get easily in that fucking tent if it wanted to. So
you just flick it.
Therefore, I do not exactly. No tents. You want a tent? You have a tent. I need a cabin or a big ass RV or like a pop up. Oh my god, it'd be so cute with TV. I need a TV.
Yeah, I agree, Sterling. I will bathe in the river. I'll bring a bar soap.
I don't have problems with getting in the river and stuff, but then I
Yeah.
want to go shower. I
Yeah.
love lake. I love going into the lake, Lake Magic, Lake Sex, Lake Lake all things. I love it, but then I want to go shower.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I do. I get that. I couldn't do it long term. But they make solar showers.
I know my mom and them have one.
He's like, no. He's like, no.
I am not getting in any river or lake around here because we got gators and moccasins.
Yeah, no, I can't do it here either.
Well, can we do it in Georgia? Because I'm trying to get in the water. I'm trying to get in the water.
Good luck.
Yeah, in Georgia, you got to be careful in Georgia too.
Be careful of them flesh-eating amoebas.
Huh? I need to get water. It's a nice cool down on a nice hot day. You know what I mean?
And them water spiders.
What?
Stop it, Rowan.
Whenever I was little and I visited my dad's people in Alabama, and we always would go swimming, and we were swimming in the back river, and we were swimming, and I thought I felt like a log because there was logs in the water go under my foot and just, like go with the river water. And then it wasn't like 2 minutes later that you hear all the adults screaming for us to get out of the water. And we're like, what? And like they're yanking us out of the water. And we look over there and like not far from us, a gator had come up. And I told my daddy, I think he touched my feet.
Yeah.
We were back out there swimming.
Well, he probably had just ate, so he wasn't hungry.
Yeah, because he would have went after whatever was in that water.
Yeah, he would have went nom.
Chomp, chomp.
Oh my Lord. Yeah.
I love it.
But I do miss being out because I spent a whole summer at a campground, and that's when, again, after that spider, I got into a fucking cabin. Or like an RV.
You don't spider.
Huh?
You don't spider.
No, he doesn't spider.
You know how many spiders are near you when you're like walking through the woods?
Or at night when you're sleeping?
Stop.
Like, should we look up the statistics?
No, dude, do you know how many times I almost, like, I'm walking and out of nowhere I'm face to face with a fucking giant ass spider and I scream.
Get off the window.
How many spiders do we eat in our sleep?
Huh?
Yeah, Google that.
I literally, no lie, guys. You want to know how no spider I am? So I literally went, I asked the spirits, right? I say, in your world, when I die, there is no giant spiders. Because, in every magical world, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and fucking video games like Skyrim, there's always giant spiders. Why? So I'm asking the spirits, I'm like, hey guys, in your world, right? There's no giant spiders I have to worry about, right?
And they responded with, no, of course not.
No, of course not.
I'm going to have to take video of my house in the spring and summer because we don't kill the big spiders that are out here. We don't kill them because they're taking care of the crickets and the grasshopper that are trying to eat all my plants and everything. And we leave them be. We leave them there the entire time until they leave.
Do you remember that time that
you don't even bring them outside? Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Do you remember that time I did bibliomancy for you, Tequila, when I opened the Bible and it said something about a freaking grasshopper?
Yes. Yep, you did. Grasshoppers.
We have a grasshopper problem too, and they're the big yellow black ones. But every time I see one, I cut their heads off.
I mean, they're super pretty, but no. You know what? Somebody else agreed with me that they're not looking in that little tiny hole. So I can't remember who it was.
It's right there. That little hole. It's right there, right by the beginning.
I can't even see it.
It's right there.
I can't even see it. Where is it?
Acceptable. They need to be electric, and they need to tell me.
See that?
You have 2 staples left. You got 5 staples left, so that I know I need to get some more staples.
I don't even see the staple in the hole, dude.
Right there. I do. You can see it clear as day. And
you can ask every assistant I've had in the last 24 years about me and staples.
I keep a little box of This is OCD. I have the staple box by the stapler.
That's not OCD. That's smart organization.
Yeah, I have the staples in my drawer, but I'm talking about when you're on a row, and most of my work is paperwork. And I'm like, click.
I need to pay for it twice a month.
You know, that's annoying.
I'm gonna come visit you. I'm gonna take every stapler out of every staple you own.
You're gonna kill those staplers because I'm going to chunk them.
Do you have to like warn? Like, do people warn people like if they come in the office and be like, "Hold on, watch out, you might have a throwing stapler coming your way."
Well, the people who work with me know. And because I, like April says, I throw pins and they're used to seeing them fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he flinches. My cousin just kind of walked by. She's my assistant now. She's just like,
dodge.
I love that.
He ducks when he hears me throwing.
Yep. I love that.
I'm that way with phones, or I used to be when we had landlines and such. I would chuck a phone at somebody in a heartbeat. I was bad about breaking phones. We had to buy a phone every couple months. The minute I get mad at whoever's I'm on the other end of, to the wall it goes.
Can I tell you how much I miss landlines because of when you hung up the phone, you can hear the.
Oh yeah,
I hung up on you.
Yeah.
Nowadays, when you hang up on people on the cell phone, did we disconnect? No, I hung up on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you can't push that fucking red button hard enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I need the slap or the slam.
I know. I missed the slam. Oh, there was such drama with the slam.
Oh,
it was so good.
I know.
I'm gonna go find me. Nobody ever calls me on this phone anymore, but I'm gonna go get an antique phone just so I can pick it up and slam it when I'm mad.
There's not even phone lines in this house. It's a newer house, and they don't even put phone lines in no more.
I know, it sucks. I can't believe we got away from that. But you know, there's a conspiracy right there.
What is it? I don't know it.
Everything's digital. Why is everything digital?
Oh yeah, okay.
Why?
Easy to manipulate.
To distract us?
Well, it's a distraction because now it has to be tied into everything that costs more money, so they can charge you more for the access. And then also, it's easier to tap into a digital line than a landline. And in emergencies, and this is going to be the most horrible one, when is the best time to have a landline?
Whenever all the power's out.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what happens in the first 72 of a collapse? When people are without power, they go crazy and they start offing each other.
Yep.
You have a landline, you could just call and say, "Hey, I'm okay," and it wouldn't drive anybody nuts. But it's just another form of control.
It's estimated that if there were to be an apocalypse, EMP something, that the first 6 weeks, about 90% of the population would ended up, dead, starved, taken for sexual favors. Like, it would be so bad.
Yeah,
you only give a high for at least 2 months after an apocalypse.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh my God. Because I'm not gonna lie, and you guys know when my power goes out here, where do I go? A hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. No.
What if the hotel has no power? We're talking about EMP.
Yeah, electromagnetic pulse wipes out everything. Everything electronic.
What am I gonna do?
I mean, go find you a car that's older than 1973.
Yep.
Let's hope that never happens. Because if that happens, I'm dead, guys. I'm dead.
I need you to be a little bit more self-resilient.
I have a car. The first thing I'll do is drive to you, and then we're gonna have to band together.
You wouldn't have a car.
Yeah, there will be no car.
There's no car. There's no
cars. There's no watches. There's no cell phones. There's no TVs.
Nothing.
There's
electromagnetic
I'm
pulse.
dead. What am I?
You better start walking.
Walk away.
Even pacemakers.
I was about to say no pacemakers.
No pacemakers. No nothing.
No microwave. No television. No radio. There will be certain radio frequencies you could probably still access.
I mean, you could put stuff in the microwave that
you could
want to save, but
like you could use a microwave as a variation of a Faraday cage to save some. But you're talking about stuff this big that wouldn't do you for a car. Anything life-saving at the hospital, it's gone. You're back to manual pumping somebody's chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, guys.
Which is why I have a manual pump in my attic to be able to pump gas out of even a gas station. Long enough for it. And April got me to get one of those to mix my eggs because I'm so old, and a giant can opener for my big number 10 cans of food I have in the attic.
Uh-huh.
Y'all don't even want if I ever showed what was in my attic, everybody would think I was crazy.
No, I mean the same thing can put away in this house.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna happen in a lifetime?
I'm prepared. Because I don't think it's not possible.
Right.
I'm not prepared.
It's
if
possible.
that happens, the Cauldron Witch is gone forever. Nice knowing y'all.
I need you to toughen the feck up.
He needs a slap. I feel like you need to shake him and slap him and say,
hopefully when the world ends, he's here. Because otherwise, him dead.
Yeah, that better happen after 5 years. We better be in Savannah. Okay. You're right. We'll be good. Because I won't be alone.
I'm going to do a tour of my my attic in one of my videos.
That'd be amazing.
Is that when you really want to do that?
And then I got to take note because I got nothing.
I'm not on my old address. If you Google me and look me up, you get my old address. You don't get where I'm at now.
Okay. I just have stuff hidden everywhere in plain sight. Yeah. Well, he's been in my house.
You forget about them. They're so hidden.
Shut up. That was one time. Stop throwing me under the bus. Jesus.
That was ridiculous.
It was one time. And I had a knife in my hand.
Knives are good. Guns are better.
Right
yeah, that's what she had a gun. Okay. Someone, her ring thingy went off. Nobody knew who the hell it was. April's like, "You got your gun?" And then my first question was, "What?" Because I asked, "I'm like, the gun on the table, right?" Because it's always, right. And he's like, "Well, where's the gun?" And he's like, "I don't got it. It's upstairs." And I'm like, "Okay." He, I think, was gonna get up, but he doesn't. And then they found out it was just her son. But I asked, I was like, "You don't know where the gun at?"
And then I remembered, oh yeah, I got one in here and I got one in there.
Yeah, she was listing off where all the guns were, and then she remembered there's one right next to her.
Yeah, right next to me.
And she had no idea. So when the time, if the time happened, she wouldn't have known that it was right next to her.
We have guns on a magnet that are on the magnet here, the magnet system, so that we can just reach for them. They're out of sight.
Yeah,
but I can shoot someone in pretty much any part of my house.
Yeah. Same. I just forget where they're at. I don't forget. It was like I gotta get out of. That's something I'm working on slowly, but is that the fight or flight? You know what I mean? I rush towards, but then I forget where the weapons are. But so I'll grab the first thing in my line of sight because they're hidden. They're not in my line of sight. ADHD just fucks me up every time. So you're either gonna get one of 4 or 5 things in my hand if it's not a gun. But then there was one time, and I can't remember if we were on the phone for that one, where Alex, I had my gun, Alan had his gun because somebody knocked on our door like really late one night, and then Alex comes down the stairs with a rifle. We were all just.
I can guarantee if I called home and it was like, "Hey, somebody's following me," when I pulled up, there'd be multiple men outside with guns in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for and see the reason that I'm not just gun happy, but I've had just last Thursday we had a guy pull a knife on us.
Yeah, and you had another issue before that.
Yeah, and before that another guy destroyed my office and went to his car to get his gun, and he was going to shoot my fat ass. So the business that I'm in, I come across stuff like that.
Yeah,
they picked up their mace the other day and I got my switchblade, popped my switchblade out. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2 ways. That's what happens. Yeah. I don't want to hurt nobody, but I don't want to be hurt.
Keep a gun on you?
Huh?
Do you keep a gun on you?
I don't, not yet.
No?
I have my own personal gun that's smaller because, my hands are not the greatest anymore. But there's 2 reasons I don't carry it yet. I don't have to have a license to carry, but I would prefer to have it. And the class that we're going to be taking, it's a little backed up, but I should be getting the class done by February. But the other reason is I'm afraid I'm going to use it on somebody at work.
I mean,
the guy went to get his gun out.
It is. That's what she's saying. She doesn't have to have it. She just would prefer to have it because it's a lot less paperwork if something does go down.
Yeah, I know I don't have to have it, but I really rather have it. And right now, we have mace in my drawer. And then I have this pesticide that shoots 20 feet.
Nice.
And mace and stuff like that, you can pretty much wash your eyes out and, get past it with this pesticide. if they don't go to the hospital, they're gonna go blind.
Yeah.
It's something they taught us in one of our defense classes. So
Wow.
more than likely they'll find the person that I had to spray. You know what I mean? And then I have my switchblade.
Yeah. Okay.
If you get too close, you're getting.
Yeah.
No, I promise it wasn't me, officer.
Well, there was a girl in North Carolina outside the tabernacle, or was it Atlanta? It might have been Atlanta. I can't remember. They both have tabernacles, so I kind of get confused on what state I was in. But she was leaving work after, or leaving the venue after a concert, and somebody approached her at her car and tried to jump her, and she maced them, and they shot her, and she died anyway. So I'm real iffy about certain things, because that story made me super paranoid, because she did all the right things and she still ended up dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's why for me, and that's another reason why I want to just leave my state, because by the time I get a gun in my state, I'll probably already be in Georgia. In Georgia. Sorry.
Yeah, Georgia is constitutional carry, just like South Carolina.
Yeah, and for me, it's just no matter at the end of the day, whether, and this is my opinion, doesn't have to be everybody's, but even when people don't like guns and don't want to have to carry their guns, I always think, like, I understand that because you're not comfortable with or you don't want to shoot people. That's another thing, but then you shouldn't have a gun. Know yourself, and that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know what the other person's gonna have. You know what I mean? At all. And I've been in situations where I could have, if I had a gun, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
And yeah. You never know what the other person has. You never know how crazy they are. And at the end of the day,
people are not supposed to have guns. They have guns.
Right.
You got to protect yourself,
Yeah.
And see, that's more in the city, like where I work at. I live over an hour from where I work at. I live in the country. It's not really like that out here. People are friendly in the stores. They're friendly in the restaurants. We don't have that many, but people out here in the stores you go to, you see all these people are carrying guns. There was some that walked into Walmart with their shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal out here for you to see people with guns, but it's also not really necessary for safety out here. It's more like they just came back from hunting and they forgot to take their gun off.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, if you know the place and know the people, it's kind of like you're in the safest place.
The cities are just not great anywhere.
And there's not enough gun safety, gun education readily available, which is another thing. Like, people are scared of them and they have misconceptions about them. But if there was more education and more ability to learn, I think that fear would diminish. Because when me and Tequila were in school, people were still coming to school with gun racks in their cars with shotguns and rifles and pocket knives. And, people still got in fights, but it was a fist fight most of the time.
It was a fair fight, too. It wasn't a bunch of people jumping on each other.
Right, like nobody handles that stuff anymore the right way. It's always jump to the gun, And
a lot of people.
Well, nobody wants to get their ass beat. Yeah, that's a shame too.
But we would respect adults, because even when we were getting in trouble and we were fighting on someone else's lawn or something, when the adults came outside, even like if I was there fighting your daughter, there was a respect thing to authority and adults that doesn't exist now.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
It doesn't exist now.
Yeah.
Police cannot do their job. It's just
insane.
It's getting rough out there.
It is. It's hard out there for a pimp.
What happened?
That's a conspiracy too. What happened? What happened?
How are these kids acting the way they are? Because I see it and it blows my mind every time I see it.
Kids are raising kids.
Yeah, and it's just a general lack of knowledge. Nothing in school is taught for you to be a good human or for you to be an adult. It's all rudimentary crap that by the time you're done with high school, the only thing you've managed to learn is a semblance of social skills. You've learned nothing really useful in the world, because now as adults we're finding out everything they taught us was a lie.
Yeah.
Everything's ass backwards, and it leaves them vastly unprepared for the world that they're entering as a supposed adult, and they have no clue what's going on.
None. I had to teach my kids how to file their taxes, how to make job resumes, how to fill out applications, how to, get checking accounts and all that. And I mean, I'm that type of mother, but not everybody is. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was a teenage mother, but a lot of teenage mothers didn't do what they need to do for their kids, and then we end up with a whole bunch of messiness.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the schools now, they just beat it into you to make test scores that make their school look good so they keep their funding.
Mhm.
And they beat it into you to go to college, but not everybody's going to have the ability or the want to go to college. And just because you go to college is not going to give you those everyday life skills either.
No.
Mm-hmm. Do you
College
guys think
is scam.
school, like the schooling system and all that, is a distraction?
I think it makes worker bees, not intellectuals.
I was talking
Yeah.
to my son's girlfriend the other day. We were driving, and I was asking her. I said, "Did you ever use algebra in your work, like in your career?" She's like, "No." I said, "Did they teach you how to do a checkbook, bounce a checkbook, or do resume?" She's like, "No." No, we were going back and forth. I'm like, "Did you use this in school?" No. I said, "Because I understand some of this stuff you would use depending on what kind of career you chose, but for the majority, it doesn't, and they're not teaching you any life skills, at all." They sent Jesus home with a little baby that cried all night, like
Yeah.
that. I don't even understand what that
That
point was.
doesn't teach nothing.
It was
And
hilarious.
also they don't teach you to budget a checkbook because everything's digital.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's so. And yeah, going back to the whole digital thing, it's so weird. I don't understand it.
Even nowadays, you don't really have to know how to do algebra methodly. You can just type it in a calculator.
Yeah.
We were just talking about cash registers, fucking electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one, but I'm just saying, everything electronics.
It's
Yeah.
all electronic. Mm-hmm.
What
I
happened to when you
personally,
went to McDonald's and just ordered at the fucking counter? Now you gotta click this and click that.
It's
Oh yeah, I
weird,
forgot
right?
about the kiosks things. Yeah.
I just
I
discovered
person,
those a few months ago because I don't really go to McDonald's, but we were leaving Trina's and I wanted some orange juice and I wanted an egg McMuffin, and there was like nobody there except these 3 kiosks, and I'm just like, and then the food got brought up. I said, "Oh, so there are people here."
Yeah.
It's just in the
Yeah.
back.
there's a lot of newer McDonald's, honestly, that they don't even have the drink fountains out in the front anymore.
Really?
You have to get a refill by giving it somebody at the counter. They go in the back, refill it, and bring it back to you.
Well, see, and that seems backwards to me. I like the
I don't
drink
know what you're
machine.
doing with my drink.
Yeah, exactly. Give me my cup. I got it.
I
I've never
do.
finished the
I-
whole soda, so.
I personally, in some ways, I enjoy the kiosks and the self checkout, but I know how to work them too, and I just don't like dealing with people, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess because I like the more personal touch. I like to talk to people. I like to speak to people. If I feel like it looks like someone's having a bad day, I like to try to make them smile. I just like to be social when it comes to people making my food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what if all those people back there were having a bad day? And it didn't even matter that I was a nice person, but they mad at everybody. So it's like, you know?
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, how are you doing today? You know what I mean? Like, and I've always told my aunt, don't piss off the people. My aunt Linda, she was the biggest person to piss off people. I said, don't piss them off before they bring you your food.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait till
It's
I
called
My time.
it's called the special mayonnaise.
Yeah, I don't want any special mayonnaise.
I see that. Just,
I know a person in my family. I won't say who it is, but she is very rude to the staff.
I probably know who it is.
I'm sure you all know who it is.
He's like, she is very rude.
She,
Yes.
oh my goodness, oh my God, it's a nightmare, and the littlest things will tick her off, and it's so embarrassing. And you have to, tell her like, hey, stop it, Oh my God, so bad, and it's so embarrassing because I'm for one, like I'm the most respectful. Oh no, I'll stack my dishes. I will whatever you need. Oh my God. Mm-mm.
I want to be in, be out with as little communication as possible. If I don't like something, I'll keep it to myself. And then we get up, I'm going to pay my bill, and I'm going to leave.
Yep.
I always end up in conversation when I'm out.
I can't.
I always do. I'm always complimenting people when I think they look good or they're wearing something cute, or compliment cute kids. I don't compliment ugly kids. I just keep my opinions to myself.
Well, obviously.
I will acknowledge a cute kid with its parent or guardian or whoever. But I can't. I'm nice, but then like I'm nice and then I leave. I don't want a conversation. I can be personable, but I don't want to be engaging.
Y'all see that last comment from Yaya? People don't like guns in California.
Oh, they don't like him in a couple states.
They don't like them in my state.
Yeah, yeah, no. It's
That's
unfortunate, but
not fair.
Well, it's because the bad people, and I'm saying the bad people like I'm a child, but the people who want to hurt you are still going to have weapons, whether you take it from your people legally or not.
exactly. Bad guys don't follow rules. That's why they're bad guys.
Exactly.
Oh, you never know what they'll be You'll never know what they'll be packing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Good for you, Barb Wire. I only see Barb, so I don't know. But I'm
Barbed
assuming that's
wire.
Barb the Wire. Okay, yeah, good for you. I got mine. I think we're up for renewal next year, and I'll keep getting it because it makes buying guns easier here.
It really does. My husband just has to walk in and show them
Mhm.
his license to carry, and they open up the shop. And, woo!
Yeah. What do you want to see? What do you want to touch? What do you want to hold? Yeah.
We even had a guy at the last shop we went to offer my husband to buy a silencer, but it took 6 months before he can get it after.
Yeah, those are hard to come across unless you know somebody that knows somebody. Suppressors are hard.
Yeah, I don't start till 2028.
Is it 2028? Oh, so we still got a couple years on our shit. I'm good. Never mind. Well, because we've been here 4 years, and I thought we got that like right after we moved here, and then for 5 years.
No, if you remember, my manager paid for it. I was working at
Oh, that's right, Tim.
Louis John's.
Yeah, we like our little gun shop.
Yeah.
He's real nice.
Chris,
We
is Trump
I
up
never
to
paid full
doing it?
price.
What do you say?
I don't know,
I
but
never paid full price.
that's true. He never
Is
pays
Trump-
full price. That's what he keeps saying.
Is Trump still pushing that law where you can like go to a
Yes.
different state and really?
Yeah, July I think is when that is
What is
official. Can still carry constitutional carry. They have to honor, like, say I went to New York.
Constitutional reciprocity.
Yeah, they have to honor your CCW no matter what state you're in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's putting that in action because it is a constitutional right to bear arms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I can like go down there and get a gun.
Well, you can get your CCW,
And then go up there and get a gun.
and they would have to honor it in New York.
It'd be kind of like having a driver's license. It's issued by one state, but it's accepted everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they keep pushing the limits of the Constitution to where they don't even matter anymore. And a lot of that's coming to a close, but there are still some iffy and very blurred lines, especially when it comes to free speech and social media and the ability for the social media to like say, yeah, we can have free speech, but you can't. And, we're going to take you off for a little while because you said something we didn't like, instead of people bucking up and being adults. And if you don't like what somebody's saying, you're not obligated to listen. You can move along.
Right.
But the responsibility is taken out of our hands and put into somebody else's hands to better monitor us with.
I like how you said that.
That was nice.
Better monitor us with. Yep.
I'm trying to be nice.
That was a mic drop.
It was a mic drop.
If I had a little mini microphone, I would drop it. Pew.
Yeah, I got you.
Yaya has a question. They're saying, did you see the what?
Cal Alexa.
Where did it go? It popped up.
Did you see it? Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's Sterling.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Did it have y'all? I don't know what that is.
Neither do
I
I.
don't know.
We have it. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, what is the
And then
count?
Sterling said that she got a warning on TT for typing something.
What is
She got a
on
warning on
TikTok?
TikTok for typing something.
Girl, what did you say?
Oh, she was asking Bougie Mystic, guys.
Like
Oh.
as you were typing it.
That's
I
interesting.
wonder if
as-
she
yeah, it
means
says,
like
I
she.
got a warning for typing something. Wow.
That's weird.
It's
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, when you've been texting me on TikTok and the little messages, if they're offensive, it's like I have to like say I accept to see
yeah,
them.
I know. Yeah. You can't call you a hooker no more or a whore.
No.
Keeps telling me I'm being rude.
That's weird. Isn't that freedom of speech though?
Yeah, I mean, I should be able to call you a hooker. You call me a hooker. I don't see what the problem is.
Because then it turns into being offensive to someone else.
But who's reading it in my comment in a private feed between me and him? If
You
they
know
saw
who
our
is.
text messages,
You know who is.
You know who's listening.
I know. But if they're monitoring that, they be looking at our text messages because they be getting some interesting details in them bitches.
Yeah,
And
maybe
now,
we can stop
Starting
texting
you
each
can't
other.
look
Maybe
up
we just
certain
gotta
things.
fix it. I don't even know. We gotta send owls to each other.
I don't have TikTok no more. Y'all having trouble searching for anything?
No.
Certain
I did
things
hear
can't look up
some.
certain things in the search bar.
Yeah, I have heard some weird shufflings about there's supposed to be an update on iPhones tonight that we could lose TikTok, and I'm like, take it. It sucks my life away. Take it.
That's the reason I took it off my phone, is because I spent too much time on it. Like I would not want to go to sleep at night, and then I would get on TikTok, and literally 2 hours would pass in like 5 minutes.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
I just barely go on.
9:30.
9:30. I gotta get off in a little bit. I got a phone call I gotta make after this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish my life insurance, and there was some hangups with some information. So I told her I'll be free after 10 again because it's a coworker that I work with, but she also on the side does life insurance for a big company. So we're gonna finish doing mine and Alan's life insurance when we get off this call.
Cool.
That's smart.
All right.
And trying. I'm
Well,
trying.
Did you guys want to bring up any last minute conspiracies? Like we already know the moon landing was fake.
Yeah, that
Bro,
wasn't
you
even
agree
going
with
What?
the moon landing was fake.
I'm out on that one. I don't know enough information.
I say it's fake.
What,
See?
the moon night? What'd you say?
The moon landing.
is fake.
Oh yeah, I think that's fake.
Yeah, we didn't go to the moon. We might have went to Utah and Arizona. We didn't go to the moon. That was propaganda. Oh, and I feel like people forget how. Oh, did we back in the day? Did we talk about the MK Ultra project and mind control with LSD and all that stuff? Because that needs to be brought up if we haven't
I
before.
remember. I don't have my notepad here to write it down for next time, because next week is going to be on your channel, April.
Yeah. Sterling, we'll cover the drones. We'll cover the drones next week, and then I wish to do deeper into mermaids or the Atlanteans.
We're not going to cover none of that. Is anybody writing it down? Oh, I got a pen.
You got a pen?
What about the
I
idea
have a
that would,
marker
I got
and
a
I have my W-2 in front of me. So would that work?
Don't write on that.
No, don't write on that.
Shit.
So
I have a business card.
drones. Where is your notebook, Kevin?
It's not in front of me, Crescent. Drones.
Oh, you got to know. I walked all the way across the room, and you have a notebook now?
Yeah, we're all writing it down.
Are we really?
Well, we all gotta, just in case one of us like misplaces ours. Back up to the backup. One
Considering
is
mine's on a business
none,
card,
two is
I'll
one.
bet money I'll lose mine.
Rowan was supposed to share his religious conspiracies.
Well, he did. He talked about the Vatican.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You might have to play back the video on that one.
Oh, and that actually, guys, that begs the question before we hop off real quick, because this was amazing. I love this.
You know, Sterling, the same thing was happening to me. For some reason, the last update on my iPhone, I just found out yesterday, had turned off all notifications because I wasn't seeing what anybody was posting.
Weird.
That's why when y'all would say you went live, I'm like, I didn't hear about it.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I won't be getting notifications for calls or certain texts.
Yeah, I don't get some of those either. Like tonight, I didn't get one.
That pisses me off. Especially when I'm texting Sam that I'm outside her house. Beep, beep, get in.
Yeah.
But, Rowan.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on the next Cauldron of Conspiracies chat?
Oh, before you answer
Sure.
that question that we were wondering about, they're trying to make California its own nation, break away from the USA. Ooh, I got things to say about that in private, but all right.
Where does that say? Where does that say?
It's up. It's way up in the chat. I was scrolling back trying to find questions.
Okay.
Now, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, and I'm sorry that I did.
Me?
Rowan.
Oh,
Rowan.
I was gonna say because I don't remember.
I cut
Oh,
Rowan
if I-
off by accident.
Oh,
Not
if
by
I was
accident. Like I did it on purpose, but it was not really to be mean. Sorry. Okay.
So, Roman, are you gonna be on our next Cauldron of Conspiracies chat?
sure.
Yay!
Sure. Okay, we'll take
All
this
right.
off. Work.
Yeah, sure. All right, sure.
Yes, I'll be there.
Can we get a little bit more enthusiasm?
Yes, I would love to join the next chat.
Thank
I
you.
like the shore better because that was kind of weird for him to look excited.
Yeah, it didn't look right.
That wasn't Rowan.
Yeah, that was something else.
If he came on like that, I would be like, okay, the body snatchers, what's going on? Who's in there?
The goat
This
man.
is not Rowan. Who is in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I need them to snatch my body, probe it a little bit, and then put me back. Give me a lobotomy while you're at it.
Oh.
I know. I wonder how that would feel.
Well, this
All
was
right,
fun.
guys.
I will try my best not to bitch too much next time.
We all went into stuff.
Well, if you're gonna come on to the next episode of What Boils Our Cauldron, trust me, we'll have plenty to bitch about.
But
Yeah.
just let me know and I'll be there. I haven't been invited yet. I'm just saying.
Well, you are invited, girl, because we got lots to bitch about.
I would love to have Wednesday there.
She still hasn't answered my text message. We're going on almost a week now.
Which she?
Wednesday.
She does that. Whenever she doesn't want to answer my question, she'll put me in timeout.
She's
I
so
love that.
petty.
Mm-hmm.
Petty.
Then she'll come back and she's like, "Yeah, I had your ass in timeout." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night, and we'll catch you next week on Crescent's channel. Link is in the description box to everybody's channel here, and Rowan's TikTok and his Etsy, I think. But you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
See you next Friday.
Bye.